What's up guys and girls, and welcome back to Airport CEO. So, last couple of videos you guys have, well, you've said that you can hear my computer, so I'm sorry about the fact that you can hear my computer fan. So basically, that is only because of the fans. I mean, this computer is what? 5 or 6 years old, and the fans, because of the cooling system in the computer, it actually is loud because of it's trying to keep it cool, and it's a quad core, and I'm trying my best by turning my mic away from the computer so it's not directly in. But also because the mic I'm using is a Blue Snowball and it picks up every fucking thing, so apologies about that. And so, oh look, Numbnuts is playing ETS 2, so Alan's back then by the looks of it. So first of all, I'm using a map which is one off the workshop, so it's basically to look like Munich, and as you can see, it's an FPS killer. I don't know how they've done this, but this is pretty cool. The planes will only land on one way, and yeah. So the game will complain about that no runway and entry exits, but it still functions. And you notice that when I get into the airport, you know, it's not entirely smooth. But that is the game. So if I quickly just press F10 to show you, right, and this is where the game probably will have a hissy fit, and is already starting to have said hissy fit because I've turned autosave off. So at the moment, if I press F10, I'm going into the debug menu. As you can see, I'm just going to send passengers home, restock. As you can see, we're bouncing at a solid, at the edge of the map, 60. And then as soon as I head to the gates, you get 60 FPS, but as soon as I hit the centre of the airport, it's holy crap, because it drops from like 60 to 16 FPS. And this is with the airport shut. So this map, honest to God, is a bit of an FPS killer. So I've had to prepare quite a few things in place, because once the FPS drops, yeah, you're not, it's an absolute, this is a killer. And this proves at the moment how bad the optimization actually really is. So if I go here, as you can see, it takes a while. So these have been prepared already. All the gates have flights right through as best it could. Scheduled flights. So I don't think I've got any KLMs. I don't think I've got... So what I'm going to do is not auto schedule the flights. I'm just going to leave it, let it run its course. So this is where it's about to come nuts. So I'm just going to make sure that every operation is ready. So security, baggage, and everything, right? So I'm now going to open the airport, right? We have 265 people waiting to leave. For some reason, that number doesn't drop. Well, it is dropping, okay. So watch this. So the airport is now open. I'm going to get a shit ton of messages. So yeah, this is a user-created workshop. User-created airport. And watch the guest counter go up. So we're at 200, 300. I'm going to show you the example by pressing F10 again. So we're getting a solid 40 FPS where this should be getting 60. And as you can see now, the FPS is dropping. That means nothing, probably to some people, but as you can see, it is lagging, it's lag spiking, which obviously is optimization. I'm doing this to show an example of the current state of the optimization of this game. So with all the flights coming in, we now have about 590 people in the terminal. I love how this baggage bay is set up, and it gives me an idea of how it's done. So, like I say, I'm sorry that you can hear my computer, but I've tried to minimise that as much as I can. So because the flights are scheduled the way they are, there's nothing I can do, but as you can see, there's 705 people in this terminal. There's not a lot I'm going to do with this terminal because it's all sort of prepared. It's a nice layout, it's an interesting layout. So, it's not this point that you worry about everything going completely, utterly wrong. So I'm making money, but according to that I'm not making money, so it doesn't matter. It'll balance itself out, as you'll see now. Because as the flights come into the gates, we now have over 1,000 people in the terminal, and I don't want to zoom out too much because it will then kick the FPS even lower. So currently the FPS is standing at a solid 15, and that is with about 1,300 people in. Now if I was to shut, this is where it lag spikes, if I was to shut these, I would then get a ton of people. Like people staying, it wouldn't be as quick for them to get out, so this would then cause an issue to lag. So subway entrances can be quite handy in that purpose. I love how this airport is actually set out. You know, we've got 1,500 people in, and the FPS is spiking, but it's not totally, completely and utterly screwed it yet. So I forgot to repair my stats. I know once all the flights have finished and it comes to scheduling new flights, that's when the FPS or the game is going to take a mega hit because of having to schedule flights automatically. The game will freak because it's got to work out, right, well, I'm going to put these flights here for this allocated, I've got this many flights to do, and yeah, it will megally basically either break the game or the game will just crap itself effectively and refuse to work. So like I say, it could possibly breaking the game, but yeah, I love this airport. I think it's conveniently laid out, it makes a ton of money. The only reason it wasn't making any money because it was shut and I'd send people away. So everything's laid out as it should be quite quickly. Everybody seems to be... People getting to flights isn't going to happen right now. You're not going to be able to get people on these flights just yet. Because if you can't get through security quick enough, and the way that the flights, it's going to have a hissy fit, the way that the flights are scheduled at the moment is impossible. So you can see that the frame rate is stuttering when you have that FPS open because it's got that much to try and render. So at the moment for ease, I've set it to delay. Well, not delay the flights, but always send away. Just because the airport cannot cope. I mean, it's making £7 at the moment. A time, an hour, whatever that calculation is. And it's a functional airport. It works. But to have over 2,000 people in the airport, the game is taking a whack. So even if I go to this, as you can see, it's 15 minutes late already. Because there's nobody at the airport. There's 88 people boarded. No, deboarded, 0 boarded. So there's a lot of delays within this airport. It will work. It's just for the fact that everything is getting seriously hit and delayed. I didn't mean to press F. But as you can see, we have over 2,700 people in an airport. And the contracts are going to be impossible to fill. Well, they might not be, they may be. But I don't know. We'd have to see how the contracts go. So you're going to get a lot of things breaking in this airport. This is available on the Steam workshop under MUNICH, and at night the FPS takes a mega hit, but that is only because when you come right down here, as you can see, the FPS is getting hit and hit. It's got to render all these. It doesn't matter if you move, it's not so bad. If you like, when you don't move, it ain't so bad. So I think with an update that they've really kind of screwed the cases up a little bit, but whether that case is to do with that, but yeah, like I said, this is an airport I'd love to get this far and create a decent airport like this, but holy shit, there's like 3,500 people in an airport. This is basically a hub. This is like a Schiphol at Amsterdam. It's nuts. So you're getting baggage problems, and even if I do let's complete that up. Baggage problems. There we go. So as you can see, the baggage runs from each check-in desk up here, and then runs into the scanning system, which I like this scanning layout, and it gives me an idea of how to actually do things. So if baggage is gets detected, it then goes through the secondary scanners, and if it gets all the way down to the end, or if it doesn't get down to the end, like some, it would then feed out of there, but then pass through the final security scanner. And it's a good layout, it actually does work. And we're now getting passenger errors where they're saying that people can't check in, even though there's like nearly See, I should have that on passengers as well. It was only for staff, but for the security is getting ransacked here. And as you can see, we've got that many check-in desks spread. Is, you know, the person that created this, that many goddamn check-in desks. In. It works. The check-in desks are getting hammered, but they're actually coping. I think the security efficiency rating's new. But these security desks are absolutely getting levered. I mean, I don't even think that one's fully staffed. Yeah, it is. Christ, it takes ages. So if they're not efficient, people are going to miss the flights. And this is the whole rate. Like, what they mean by the efficiency rating is based on your stationed employees' traits, skills, stress management, and stuff like that. So if I was to click you, I don't think I'll keep low just to preserve the FPS. But I wish there was a way I could find them. So Rana. So for now, keep this low because it'll keep the FPS up. This is just a look. It's not. It's me playing Airport CEO, but actually not, and just showing how much of a crap ton of the FPS can happen. I've got nearly 5,000 people in this airport, and that includes people coming off flights. So this is where the FPS has taken a hit at 5,000 people. So it's not me pausing or anything. It is me going very, very slow. So what it means by the efficiency rating is these. So like you have got, they had good efficiency rating. The menu just kind of disappeared because I clicked it wrong. And the FPS is shattered. It takes a little while. So that person isn't. So you basically have to have somebody like I watched somebody with all green. Well, there's that Rana, so they're pleasant enough, but the technical skills and security bit isn't great. Oh, there's Rana. There's a few of the same names. Weird. But you want people with all like green, decent green, that'll get your efficiency rating a lot better. So the FPS is taking an absolute pounding. And do I blame it? With over 4,000 people, like nearly 4,500 people in, I don't blame it. Are you actually going to are you actually going to do what I want you to do, game? Probably not. No. So the FPS is 7. And as you can see, it drops. So if I now zoom out slowly as I possibly can, view the entire airport, the FPS drops to about 3 to 4 to even 1. So it proves the state that the game is nearly in for crowded airports. And it's night, so it's got a lot more to render. But it's running fairly smooth, even for a low FPS. So this is why Is that actually finished? No, it's fine. So it seems like these have now set hours. It's a shame because we've got night flights. They need to be adjusted to perhaps allow to operate 24 hours. So yeah, getting a lot of things that break. And there's not a lot I can do about it. Apart from have the service technicians. But yeah, you can see the FPS. And the conveyor belts work. And it is a very profitable airport. I mean, it's what, 38 grand an hour? That's good money. It's just absolutely heaving. And the service technicians are working their hardest. As you can see, they're repairing. There is a little bit of like graphic issues in certain places. But yeah, you can see where the FPS is, how the FPS is taking a battering. But yeah. I mean, God knows what it's going to be like when multi-floors come in, because yeah, they are bringing multi-floors in. They're going to have to really optimise the game. Because even for something like this, with over 4,000 people, I daren't add. I wanted to add remote stands in, but I daren't do it. Because there was all this space here. You know, I was going to perhaps do what they'd done here. And people will cross it, because all you need to do is put secure zone across and crosswalks, and they'll walk right across. And the vehicles don't take into account that there's people crossing the roads. But this could actually work. For giving me ideas on my airport of like having remote stands properly, like have boarding gates, but then actually have like an area for boarding desks and have the remote stands. But as you can see, the game has settled when you're away, but as soon as you come back into this where it's got to render, I don't understand why the belt's getting stuck. Which way's the river? Yeah, that I don't understand, because it is, the bags are flowing, but I mean, that's your bag. They seem to be getting stuck. The game's acting very weirdly. when other conveyor belts, I think it's because it can't handle the possibility, you know, it can't handle the fact that there is that many cases and stuff coming through, but they wouldn't allow us to make these complex baggage systems. But, you know, we have no problem here. We have bags coming in and out, and the game is actually, I think, struggling to render because, as you saw, the draw distance went. I don't know why they put the white boxes around the luggage. That's the only thing I'm not keen on, is having these white boxes going on the conveyor belts like them. Chris, is that empty? So you had to turn around, literally turn around to come back and fill that up. That's the only fuel depot that's here. It's a long way in. But I think I'm still having the issue with the fuel, so I'm just going to quickly F10 it. Yeah, that's fine. So don't play around with F10 too much, it can cause problems. But the game is holding steady now. Apart from, yes, I know I've got new flights, I've got this, I've got that and the other. We've got that glitch back, a little bit of that glitch back again. So, watch this. The game is probably going to freeze, so... yeah. Thought so. It's, it's having one of the hissy fits where it's got that many flights it's got to get in. And it's now got to start squeezing them in 40-minute increments. And it's got to find the spaces in all the flights. So that's what I mean about it trying to think. It's got to schedule, and you never know what flights are going to get put in. So, come on, hurry up, game. game's just deciding whether to do what I ask, but clearly not. It's now giving me one of them circle bits. And it finally did what I asked. So it's scheduled new flights. God knows where it's stuck them. And with this many flights scheduled, you don't know what's going to happen. I'm hoping it did schedule some, perhaps some Aer Lingus. So until it schedules himself properly, it'll jam-pack all the flights up. Get out of the way. So like I said, it's got that many flights to start scheduling. The airlines aren't satisfied. I've got Qantases there, CityJets. Not scheduled down to a minimum of 35. Zoom. So then once, like I said, once you schedule, because it conflicts with other, the gaps are because it's conflicting with other flights. So we've got Flybe in there. I do have KLM, but I haven't got any KLM flights going in yet. So if I then knock them down to like half an hour, that'll automatically schedule flights for now. But as you can see, it's a very, very busy airport. And it does work. I kind of don't understand why they have two gates, two boarding desks. I know in reality some do have more than one boarding desk, but he never finished. Like I said, some bits seem to be unfinished, so is it the dark wood? Just think one over the edge. There is little things like that I can just sort of generally gently fix up without having too much of a problem. But other than that, like I said, the FPS is taking a hounding. It's taking an absolute hammering. But it's playable, it's not unplayable, it's playable. So you can see as your flights, it's more mainly around check-in areas because of people's seating. That's why I never seem to have a lot of seating around here, like round the main check-in areas and stuff, because it gets hammered. I mean, it works. But Like I said, security's getting hammered. Both sides are getting hammered. It'd be nice to actually be able to train your staff. Because this would be a reason for some of the delays. So that flight's ready to leave. Is this flight gonna get delayed? I don't know, because the game's just come again. But yeah, that's what I mean. You do get the occasional like bit of it, but yeah. But they have a strange pushback, whether they're waiting for a plane. I like this, but I don't know if that disappears. Oh, it does. That does disappear. They take away when the jet bridge goes. I needed a plane. It's like all the portable the air conditioning units and stuff. I wanted a jumbo or something to come in. So as you can see, getting pretty stacked again. So we've got another plane coming in. Got like a ton of jets coming in now. Let's watch this jet. So, yeah, they appear. It's like portable power and air conditioning trailers appear when the jetway goes across. Nice little touch. But anyways, guys and girls, I'm actually going to leave this one here. Sorry it's a bit shorter than normal, but this was just an overlook and an overview of like how things like all the FPS and everything can do it, and it's a slight airport idea and spotlighting a creator on the Steam Workshop, and I forget his name, but yeah. So anyways, I've come too far down, haven't I? Yeah. So anyways, guys and girls, I'm gonna leave this episode here once the game actually comes back to me. But you'll get that because even though I had to turn auto save off to conveniently play it, you still get your little spikes and issues when you come down into a heavy populated area, even in the daytime. So yeah, thank you for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I shall see you all next time. So until then, goodbye for now.